Je vous souhaite un très bon vol et nous survolerons l'Algérie, le Tchad et l'Angola. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Patrick Desig, your captain on this flight, destination Johannesburg. I'd like to welcome you aboard this Boeing 777 Air France with all the crew. We'll need 9 hours and 55 minutes.
9 uur, zo lang duurt het om van Parijs naar Johannesburg te vliegen. Daarna neem ik nog een binnenlandse vlucht naar Kaapstad, waar ik 's namiddags aankom. Mijn doel is de verkiezingen te verslaan, maar vooral de pols te houden aan Zuid-Afrika vandaag. Waar staat het land 15 jaar nadat Mandela president was geworden? En dat ga ik doen door met gewone mensen te praten en met de mensen die het mooie weer maken in Zuid-Afrika. Zo'n gewoon iemand is Eugène. Hij verkoopt Amakipkipkleren op de luchthaven van Johannesburg. Amakipkipgeneratie of Born Frees hebben niet meegemaakt dat Mandela vrijkwam. Maar wat is Amakipkip?
Amakipkip is a South African brand that was established probably 3 to 4 years back. So it's actually the latest fashion ever in South Africa. So like all the coolest kids, they're wearing this. So if you don't have this, you gotta get one yourself because it's the brand of the generation. It's a very bright, because we've got a whole lot of different colors, so it's a very unique thing that...
Okay. And can a heavy metal fan be Amakipkip? Who is Amakipkip?
Amakipkip, I mean like, Amakipkip is really everybody who's into fashion and into style, you see.
I've seen the advert of Amakipkip, I've seen the t-shirts, but what is this all about? Because traditionally, when I say Amakipkip, I refer to popcorns.
What you eat in cinema?
Yeah, the ones that I eat in cinema. We call it Amakipkip.
Is there an Amakipkip generation in South Africa?
Yeah, I've seen quite a number of them, yes.
And what does it stand for? Because I don't really understand what it is. I mean, is it a new kind of youth, non-political, just commercial thinking, or?
I think it's a non-political event that is, promoting their own views. So also you've got to respect that.
How would you describe someone who is Amakipkip?
As a neutral person who always speaks out his own views.
Very individualistic or what?
Individualistic, yes.
And fashionate.
And fashionista as well in particular, yes.
De jongere generatie heeft zich massaal geregistreerd om te mogen gaan stemmen. Zij hebben Robben-eiland niet gekend, alleen maar van horen zeggen. Zullen zij ook anders hun stem uitbrengen?
Yeah, apparently there's a huge turnout at registration between kids between the ages of 16 and 25, which is great because we've never seen that before. I think for once, people that are sort of my age are realizing that it's a big deal. And the only way that they can go forward is if they actually make their mark and have their say, kind of thing.
I heard something about Amakipkip used. You ever heard that term, Amakipkip? It's the fashion brand. And it's sort of stereotype for young people who are not interested in politics.
No.
Is young people less interested in politics?
Well, I think if you look at people who are sort of in my generation, the kind of, say, 22 to 26, 27, we grew up in the era where, in 1994, most of us were at school. We watched TV when Nelson Mandela got released from prison. We watched the first lot of votes in our first democratic elections roll in. So I think for us it kind of means more than what it would mean to someone who is, say, in the age bracket of like 18 to 21. Back then, they weren't in grade 1 yet. Do you know what I mean? All they do these days is they go out partying, they play PlayStation, and they sit and mix it. They sit on their cell phones all day long. Whereas I know that if I had to bump into someone who's from my generation, we could have a good old discussion about politics and about apartheid and about democracy. Yet if you try and engage someone who is younger, they may not be able to sort of converse with you in the way that you'd expect because they don't know.
And like, I mean, there's a whole lot of people that register, but they don't go to vote. I don't know why you register and you don't go to vote. It doesn't make sense. So it's just, like, I mean, why would you do something but you don't really finish what you started? So it's better if you register and then you go to vote. Simple as that. I mean, it's nothing hard.
Why they are not interested?
Maybe they're not interested. Maybe it's because of the whole political thing that's been going on lately in the country. You know, like, there's a whole lot of things, man. ANC there, COPE there. You know, there's corruption on, like, a whole lot of members of the parliament. There's some of them, I mean, there's arrests. I mean, people have seen lately in the newspapers, like, a whole lot of members of the parliament doing some other things that are not supposed to be done to them.
Like what?
Which I can tell. I mean, like, like, really, yeah, man. I mean,
But people are disgusted of politics here? Young people?
yeah, I mean, young people. I mean, most of the young people don't really pay much attention to politics. I mean, as long as their life is good, they don't really care, if I can put it that way, because of the whole controversy that's going on around the country.